Good morning, dear students. Today we'll be starting with the second chapter that is there in our syllabus, and that is operations on whole numbers. Right? And before we start with the content of the chapter, I would like you all to kindly note down all the important topics from the videos in a register or a copy. A register will be preferred, and you must solve the practice sheet in the same register so that you can use it for future reference. Right? Moving back onto the topic, operation on whole numbers, I can see first term is operations. Operations here basically means we will be applying the concept of BODMAS that you have already studied in your previous classes. But before we elaborate things further, let us have a quick recap about BODMAS. B stands for bracket, O for off, D for division, M for multiplication, A for addition, and S for subtraction. And the order of solving them is the same. B first, then O, then division, then multiplication, then addition, then subtraction. Right? And where we use the concept of BODMAS? When we have got multiple operations to perform on a single equation or a single question, then we follow the concept of BODMAS. Right? The second term that I can see is whole numbers. So let us start dealing with whole numbers right from the very basic. Right? Numbers basically mean a word or a symbol that indicates a quantity. Right? We started dealing about numbers when we were small with 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. That time we termed them as counting numbers. Right? And when we grew up, we came to know that these counting numbers in maths are known as natural numbers and are represented by capital N. Right? And these are all positive in nature. And when we add 0 to these natural numbers, we get whole numbers which are represented by capital W. Right? To understand the concept of natural numbers and whole numbers, let us assume that whole numbers are chocolates and natural numbers are Milky Bar. Right? We know that in market different varieties of chocolates are present, right? And mostly the chocolates are brown in color. But when we see Milky Bar is white in color, right? So this white color is making all the difference between the other chocolates and Milky Bar. For example, we have got Dairy Milk Silk, Dairy Milk Bubbly, Kit Kat, Fruit and Nut Chocolate, right? These are all brown in color, right? But they are not Milky Bar. Why? Because they are brown in color. But Milky Bar is white in color. So this white color is making all the difference, right? So we can say all Milky Bar are chocolates, but all chocolates are not Milky Bar. In the same way, all natural numbers are whole numbers, but all whole numbers are not natural numbers. So what is making all the difference between natural number and whole numbers is a bit 0. Right? That means 0 is there in whole numbers, which is not there in natural numbers. Right? So exactly what are whole numbers? They are positive numbers including 0 and without any fractional or decimal part. Children, now we will be dealing with the different properties of whole numbers. The 5 properties that I have written on board, that is a closure property, commutative property, associative property, identity property, and distributive law, all these 5 properties are based on addition and multiplication operation of whole numbers, right? To understand these properties, let us assume 3 whole numbers, namely A, B and C, right? First property, that is closure property of addition. Closure property of addition states that if we are adding 2 whole numbers, suppose A and B both are whole numbers, and if we are adding these 2 whole numbers, their sum will also be a whole number, right? Now closure property of multiplication, it said the same thing. If we are multiplying 2 whole numbers, then their product will also be a whole number, right? Next property, commutative property of addition. Commutative property of addition states that if we are adding B to A, it will be similar to adding A to B. That means the position does not matter, right? Now commutative property of multiplication, it states that if B is being multiplied to A, it will be similar to A being multiplied to B. That means the position does not matter of the whole numbers for addition and multiplication. Now next property, associative property of addition. Associative property of addition says that if C is being added to the sum of A and B, it will be similar to A being added to the sum of B and C. Now associative property of multiplication, it states that if C is being multiplied to the product of A and B, it will be similar to A being multiplied to the product of B and C. Next property, that is additive identity. Identity, children, means same. Additive identity means what I should add to a whole number so that the whole number remains same. For example, 11. 11 is a whole number. What I should add in 11 so that 11 remains 11? The answer will be 0. So 0 is the additive identity of whole numbers. The next property, multiplicative identity. Multiplicative identity states that what I should multiply to a whole number so that the whole number remains same. Suppose we take 21. What I should multiply to 21 so that 21 remains 21? The answer is 1. So the multiplicative identity of whole number is 1. Next property, that is distributive law of multiplication over addition. We can understand this law with the help of this concept. Suppose A is being multiplied to B and to the sum of B and C. That means now this A term is being multiplied to the sum of B and C. That means A will be multiplied by B first, added to A will be multiplied by C. For example, let us assume that A is 1, B is 2 and C is 3. So in place of A I will write 1, in 2 in bracket I will write 2 plus 3. So how to solve this? 1 into 2 will give me 2, then 1 into 3 will give me 3. That means 2 plus 3, the answer will be 5. This is according to distributive law of multiplication over addition, right? Suppose if we apply BODMAS to the same rule, to the same question, 1, 2 plus 3, right? According to BODMAS, bracket is solved first. So 1 will remain as it is, 2 plus 3 will give me 5, 1 into 5 will give me 5. So the answer in both the cases is same. Next property that we need to deal is with subtraction, right? In subtraction, children, the closure property can be followed or cannot be followed. Both cases are there. That means subtraction will not follow or may follow closure property. For example, suppose if I take two whole numbers, 6 and 3. Suppose if I subtract 3 from 6, we'll be getting answer as 3. That means 6 was a whole number, 3 was a whole number. When I subtracted, I got answer as 3. But if I reverse it, 3 minus 6. 3 is a whole number, 6 is also a whole number. If I subtract 6 from 3, answer will be minus 3. And minus 3 is not a whole number, it is an integer. So this shows that subtraction may or may not follow closure property. And subtraction also does not follow commutative and associative property as well. Right? Next property or next operation that we need to study is division operation. For division operation, we can take the example like this. Suppose A into B gives C as a result. So if I need to find the value of A, so A value can be determined by C divided by B. And if I need to find the value of B, then B will be getting by C divided by A. Right? So in division, children, in our course we will be dealing with division algorithm. Right? So now the question arises, what is division algorithm? Division algorithm it is the relation of the form dividend is equal to divisor into quotient in bracket plus remainder. We will understand all these properties with the help of few questions that I will be taking up.